7 reasons you can't do yoga. And why, none of them are true. There are almost as many great reasons to do yoga as there are yoga poses. Studies are showing what many yogis already know. Yoga increases strength and flexibility while decreasing stress. Additionally, yoga has been found to improve our respiration, heart health, and sleep quality. Yoga has also been used successfully as a complementary therapy in the treatment of addiction, chronic pain, and mood disorders, and even to lessen the severity of some symptoms of cancer and some of the side effects that arise from its treatment. With evidence of yoga's benefits mounting, why drag your feet? Don't let any of the misconceptions below keep you from starting a yoga practice that just might enhance your life. 1. I am just not flexible and calm enough to do yoga. Yoga teachers hear this at least once a week. That's like saying you can't take Spanish class because you don't speak Spanish. If you take the class, you'll probably learn some Spanish. If you take yoga, you'll probably gain some flexibility and calmness. 2. I have to lose some weight before I start yoga. Why? People of all shapes and sizes are going to be in class. And if weight loss happens to be one of your goals, yoga might help. Though far from a calorie-burning cardiovascular workout, restorative yoga, the gentlest of yoga practices, has actually been shown to lead to weight loss. It turns out that when our bodies relax, as they do through restorative yoga, they are able to metabolize food more effectively. 3. Well, I should at least give up a vice or two, smoking, drinking, etc., before I start. All you have to do is give these things up for the hour of your yoga practice. You might find that as you get more involved in yoga, you end up making some shifts in your lifestyle so you can practice more or more easily, but those changes will happen at their own pace. 4. My feet are too unsightly to reveal to the public. Okay, now you're really just making excuses. Keep your feet reasonably clean, stick to your own mat. It's considered bad yoga manners to walk across other people's mats, and I promise your feet aren't going to bother anyone. Wearing shoes can make your feet rigid and weak. To use the muscles that support your arches and ankles effectively and keep your feet supple, it's important to take your shoes off now and then. But if you're still feeling shy about your feet, or if your feet get cold or sweaty during practice, there are special yoga socks you can get with grips and individuated toes. 5. Yoga is outrageously expensive. Most classes at yoga studios cost somewhere between $10 and $15, or about the price of a cocktail. Chances are, the class lasts longer than the cocktail, and so might the well-being you feel after. Still too pricey? Many studios offer community classes at lower prices or by donation, but if you can't find a time or location that works for you, you can find reputable online classes at various sites. You can take as many of those as you like for around $15 a month. Plus, yoga practitioners can potentially save on medical expenses. Compare the cost of the preventative medicine yoga offers to the costs of physical therapy and back surgery, for instance, and maybe you'll discover there's room for it in your budget. 6. I have to wear tight, expensive yoga clothes. Since many classes focus to some degree on alignment, the positioning of your body in a healthy way, it's helpful for your teacher, and for you, to be able to see certain landmarks on your body clearly, which way your knees are pointing, for instance, hence the tightness of dedicated yoga garb, but you can wear whatever is comfortable and stretchy, as opposed to things like denim, belts, and buttons, which are not so good for yoga. If you want to try out some yoga-specific clothing but are worried about the expense, then, my fellow bargain shoppers, know that almost every clothing store sells yoga clothes, including discount department stores, and that plenty of great yoga duds have migrated to second-hand stores and resale apps. 7. I have to buy a mat, and those seem to be expensive too. Chances are your studio or gym has a mat you can borrow or rent for $1 or $2, but you can buy a mat of your own for under $20. If you end up liking yoga, you might eventually want to upgrade your mat. Some of the pricier models boast a better grip or lifetime warranties. And while it's nice to have a mat for the extra knee padding in certain poses and to demarcate your space in the room, especially in a crowded class, technically you don't even have to use a mat. Mats are a pretty new invention. They came into existence in the 1950s, and yogis had been practicing yoga in some form for hundreds of years by then. If you go matless, people will think you're doffing your hat to tradition. That's it with the video. Like and comment if you enjoy the video and subscribe if you want to see more. And as always, stay healthy.